Yeah, well, I appreciate everyone being here. For us, it's been, for me, it's been an unbelievable first season. To be with Coach Ferentz and staff. And, when I got here in February, through a lot of these guys, a lot of new, they've done a great job of coming together. This senior class has really led us. It's exciting for us to be in a bowl game. We had a lot of time with these seniors. They've been a lot of this program, met a lot of meetings, Coach can come in, put a lot of new stuff in. So, I'm excited for them, excited for their opportunity tomorrow. The last thing would be, it's been a great month, for us putting in the new offense and having a chance to really have some focused practices in the last month, watching our guys continue to get better, the young guys getting better. And, so it's been very valuable for us as a program, and we're excited to be here and excited to be tomorrow.
Coach Parker.
Well, thank you everybody for coming, and I appreciate it. I know some of you guys that got to travel here to cover us, and I really appreciate you guys doing that. I heard a couple stories already, but I really like to thank the whole committee here to select us. It's nice to be down here in Nashville. It seems like I've been here many times over the years, whether it's a convention or whether it's a football game. But it's really been a good week. We just finished practice. Our last one was today. It looked like the kids were polished. Really happy for them. We had a lot of seniors that, we got 7 seniors that are going out. This is going to be their last time together to play. So we're looking for a good outcome for this. And obviously, through the years, this year we had some up and downs during the season, and I like the way the guys responded. There was a point in the season there where, we could have went the other way and coming back and getting 8 wins is very significant. And I think, to win 9 in college football nowadays with all the things that go on and how things are moving around in college football. But, we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a tough matchup for this. Missouri's a good football team. They're well coached, and it's going to be a challenge for us. They have some guys out, and we have some guys out. So looking forward to any other questions you guys like that.
Hey Phil, you mentioned 7 seniors. What have you seen from some of the younger guys as you prepare for this bowl game that have stepped up and your thoughts on some of their performances?
One thing about it is we got a lot, obviously 8 guys coming back, and a lot of these guys, you can see them, but it was a great opportunity to get a guy like Lupper some reps and Cohen to get some reps and see him grow as a guy that's the upcoming guy that's going to be on the field a lot next year. And then the linebacker group, we got a lot of young guys in the linebacker group that was getting a lot of work, and you go back to this whole month of how many reps you can take and how we wait for spring ball to come and see their growth, which has really been important for us as a program. It's a developing program, and we got to make sure that you keep your guys within in our building, make sure they're all on the same page. And I think they've all been working hard, and I think this is a good event to send these seniors out on a good game on tomorrow.
Appreciate both you guys. Tim, it's been no secret you guys went out and got Hank Brown. You guys have been exploring the possibility of adding another quarterback in the room. Brendan Sullivan, how has he looked just kind of attacking, knowing that, there are other quarterbacks that could potentially still be recruited? How has he looked since he got back from his injury? And what's it say about him to say, hey, no matter what happens, I'm going to stay in Iowa, I'm going to compete, this is what college football is all about?
Yeah, he's an unbelievable young man. I think you get that when you meet him and you watch the way he plays the game with the passion that he plays with. And, it's ironic because I brought him in here, in the offseason to compete with Kate, so no surprise that you want competition at the most important position on the field. And he's ready for it. It's been great to have him back. He's back, he's healthy. He tried to come back as fast as he could. It's hard when you're a mobile quarterback and you're not mobile. But it's been great. He's moving around great again, throwing the ball. I think his feet are getting better, getting more comfortable within the offense. He got here in July, late June, early July, so it's not like he even had spring ball. So this month's been
seeing Hank Brown, kind of what has stood out to you about him, both since he got here, I think last Friday, and also kind of what you saw in film when you were evaluating him in the portal?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with quarterbacks, you know, when they come to practice for bowls, I mean, they're spent, right? I mean, coach does a great job. We talk about being a developmental program. So we were able to get him and Jimmy, our two new quarterbacks that can't play in the game, but at the end of the practice, we always do a devo period, a development period. And so I just threw them in, both of them. And they're literally been there in 24, 48 hours, and I got them running the show. And so those are invaluable, you know, for the next month before they actually show up, where they're at now compared to where they were 6 days ago. Such a huge opportunity for them, you know. So I'm excited for both of them. They both had ups and downs in their 6 days here, you know, but they definitely showed some promise and, you know, smart, good feet, and, you know, hopefully just trying to build that room, you know, to have a bunch of competition in the room. It's always the most important room to have good competition in, and I think we're going to have that.
Follow up if I can. Kind of then, as you're building the room, kind of how you evaluate your level of need kind of moving forward still in the world?
We're always open, you know, the world is changing, right? So, we're always looking to see what opportunities we have to continue to build the room. We still, I think, don't have enough in there. I'd like to have 5 to 6. I think we're at 4 or 5 right now, so, if the right person comes along that we think fits our culture and Iowa, then we'll definitely go after them. I'm looking forward to, I'm excited about the guys that are in there. I'm excited about the competition that's gonna come.
Hey Tim, you talked so much about the Shanahan offense, how it's predicated on timing.
Yeah.
So how much was this month good for your passing piece of the offense, and just how much growth did you see there, and just give you more confidence to call passes on Monday?
Well, really, you know, this whole month, you know, you're trying to work on the things you need to work on, right? We're definitely gonna be a different team. Caleb had an unbelievable season. It was so much fun to watch him play. So we'll be without him, so that the offense is gonna change to a point. But that's really what we worked on, you know, try to get better at the pass game, get better at our timing. I really think the receivers are starting to understand the timing of the whole thing, along with the quarterbacks. And the only way to do that is practice it, right? Time on task is a real thing. And we've taken a lot of time over the last month to work on those things. And so, yeah, our timing's gotten better. We have to find a way to be explosive, right? And this year, sometimes handing inside zone to number 2 is our most explosive play. And that's my job as the offensive coordinator, is find a way to be explosive in every game, no matter how that has to happen. So we gotta find a way in tomorrow.
Hey Tim, regarding receiver in particular, you're talking about the young guys that you've seen emerge over this time. Any of those guys, 'cause, I mean, it's a young group, right?
Yeah, they're all young. Yeah, the ones that are playing are young.
Any guys that have continued to grow in particular over this month?
Yeah, I think a lot of them, I mean, getting Reese back, you know, he's a true freshman, played quarterback in high school, was just kind of hitting his stride as a receiver, and then got hurt and was out, I think, 6 weeks. So he kind of had to re-teach himself, and he's been coming along, and really all the young guys are going. KJ Parker's a guy who redshirted, who's got a ton of reps, which I was excited to watch him out there. He's been down with Phil, you know, so it's been fun to have him out there. But all of Dayton Howard's gotten better. I mean, they really all have, and it's when you go, you know, when you bring Green Bay Packers and you bring all these rookie wideouts, and it's about how fast can they learn it, because then they stop thinking and they start playing, and you started seeing that with some of the young guys. And it's obviously harder when the lights are on, you know, tomorrow at 1:30, you know, but we've seen a lot of growth from the receivers, the tight ends as well. There's some young guys there that we think got a lot better in the last month, and hopefully it shows tomorrow. But I've been really encouraged by the last month and watching the whole unit, the passing unit, get better.
This is our last question.
Hey Phil, I wanted to ask you about Nick Jackson. You know, so much is made about the transfer portal these days, and here's a guy that, you know, comes into your program, seems to really fit right in, and gives you 2 years of strong production. Can you just talk about maybe the impact that he's had on your program, and maybe somebody with similar qualities you'd like to, you know, maybe bring in the portals sometime soon?
Well, right now, I tell you, when we first recruited him, and just going down and visiting with him, which was kind of awkward for me, you know, going to visit guys that are at different school, but it was a unique situation. And he was just the right fit for us. He matched our guys, he came in and blended in with our guys. He learned a lot of football, and he became a good leader, you know, in that aspect of it. And, you know, Jay helped him along the whole way, and I think, Coach Wallace does a good job with those guys, and they're really like coaches on the field, so it's really excellent. But, you know, right now, I don't know if we're gonna go out there and experiment in the portal and try to bring in another linebacker. I think we've got a good group of guys right now that we're working with. You gotta be very careful that you bring in the right guy into your program and don't wanna disturb the locker room. I think that's the most important thing right now in college football. As you can see it's definitely different, and I think it changes, and you can see the quality sometimes, might be slipping a little bit just for the lack of, you know, guys being together.
Coach Parker, Coach Fletcher, thank you both.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.